Hello everyone, Link here, back with another episode of Marbula One. This is the second race, the Sleet Street, which I'm guessing is going to be Gliding Glaciers track, especially since I'm pretty sure they have a player named Sleet on there, or something similar at least. I decided not to do the qualifiers because if I remember correctly, the qualifiers don't actually matter. It's mostly just for position rather than for there's no disqualifications. If there was disqualifications, I would probably be doing it, but there's not, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I also had to do quite a few recording tests because the recording software, whenever it updates, it resets all of the audio. So I did 2 recording tests, and there's no desktop audio or mic audio, which I'm very glad I did those tests previously, because otherwise I would have reacted to this whole thing and then would have had to have done the whole thing again, which I wanted to do this blind for you guys. But this got a lot more popular than I thought it would. Like, a lot of people really loved it. I'm kind of, I do apologize for waiting so long to upload it. It's kind of because my work schedule shift from one side of the week to the other, because I wanted to try to space it out like one video every week, but it was kind of hard to do because originally I was working near the end of the week, and now I'm starting to work near the center of the week. So I was either going to have to record it like 3 days after, or like almost 2 weeks after, as it is now. I've also been a little stuffy recently, but I've been okay now. I'm not really sure what's causing it.
In a land where glaciers glide, Marbula One has found its footing as the top echelon of marble racing comes to Sleet Street for the very first time. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Great Woods.
I'm actually glad they say that because a lot of people don't know
features that very prominent banked section, as you see on your screen.
Yeah, I really love those bank turns. It gives you a lot of speed.
Ice coming out of that banking, shortly followed thereafter.
Yeah, it's a good place to make
by a dangerous.
Oh my! Yeah, I love this track. Wow.
Maybe reticent to remember, longtime Marbula One fans, the dangers of drops like that, but for the fans in the stands,
there's a lot of good areas to pass. That's one of the things that's probably the only,
because their team captain Thunder is on pole position for the very first time. That netted 3 points coming out of qualifying yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of speed. It doesn't look like there's going to be, at least from the overview, it looks like there's going to be a lot of turns where you can pass. A lot of the time you kind of bump the same spot and you always end up behind someone.
You can make up some spots, like Red Eye did, to get up there into...
And there's an ad going to pop up. So I'm going to pause it here, and I'm just so it doesn't cut off anything. And I'll see you guys in a moment after I cut this out. And we're back.
Competitors in the blocks. Lights are on.
Actually, really good time for an ad, to be honest, right before the start. Nothing spoiled.
And we're rolling. Thunder gets off to a slower start, but gathers it back up through the first turn, into the banking. We've seen a switch. Is that Red Eye coming up? Red Eye has taken the lead. Coming out of the banking, we see a huge stratification over the ice. I think that will continue to be a problem. But it's Red Eye and Smoggy well off into the distance. They're already rounding the final turn. Good move there, Clementon. Gets into third
Red Eye looks a lot different.
Then Thunder's fallen all the way back to 5th. Already 2 seconds off the lead. This is a great battle up front. Red Eye, Smoggy, shadowing each other as they come off of the banking. And Smoggy has done this after starting 11th.
Really lose a lot of speed on the snow bank. Look at that.
Coming out of that banking. That is going to be a difficult spot. Not just the exit, but also the entry onto the ice. Red Eye
things have gotten
fastest lap, goes 3/10.
Yeah, look at how far everyone is from each other so quickly in third lap.
Wispy, Nemo, Tumult, Speedy, Minty Fresh, Tumult, and Prim. A couple of those spots.
Thunder down
switched
one.
As I say that. Oh, Red Eye comes to a complete stop.
Yeah, that area is a bit too
Can anybody else in the field
start
to catch up to him? Nemo has moved up in the third spot and is trying to take that mantle, but has
or make it like longer
go.
and more slippery to fit with the
great
full
midfield pack that we've seen develop. We're looking at Iceberg, Crush also down there.
Make it so you
of course,
glide down.
Fans hoping that Iceberg can mount a good comeback. Now it's about a 10-length lead for Red Eye.
Slowly but surely going back and back.
Another hard hit, a stoppage, and Smoggy takes advantage
didn't get caught
this
up
time.
as much.
If Red Eye can't master that entry onto the ice, then several are going to take advantage. Oh, we see
look at that.
Struggling greatly.
If it wasn't for that area, this would easily be my number one track.
There.
That area just seems like this
is going to happen.
It's like a brawl over
Many
there.
of the
teams kind of a mess.
were worried about this because limited running outside of your qualifying run. If you did not
fastest lap for Thunder there. That's
those were the only times you got to face this circuit.
Still very far back.
Makes up for it this time around and retakes the lead from Smoggy. Maybe learning. But of course, those
not
in the
super
top
far
10
back.
got a 3-lap shootout to get
actually
slightly
pretty
better
far
at
ahead
this
compared
course.
to 4th place. Speedy, in
The
fact.
lead, oh, just barely, 200ths of a
Iceberg's still
second.
back.
We're watching here at the top of the belt. Off they come, and Smoggy gets the jump.
Where's Cerulean at? 18.
Down that front stretch.
Yeah, it's only really Thunder that's doing okay.
Onto the ice. It's a 2-marble race, but Thunder has
6
taken
out of 16, so we're not even halfway
That
yet.
was a good move there. Was that Minty Fresh getting around Cosmo? Yes,
Whoa.
it was. Oh,
Is that
hard impacts
Bumblebees?
there since Clementon.
Yeah, that's
backwards,
Bumblebees.
and then
Bumble, I
forwards
think.
again. Now to the outside, and Clementon gets around Bumble.
Bumble.
Clementon also makes up another spot by Cosmo. Smoggy has
Smoggy's got a pretty
increased the
decent lead.
Red Eye playing chase now.
Far away is Thunder. Pretty far.
Smoggy goes side to side, pinballing along with Red Eye. These two are so
Whoa,
intent on each
very
other.
good entry
They're
out of the
not
ice there,
getting the
Thunder.
entry to the ice all that well.
Whoa, look at
A
this!
great burst of speed.
What
down the
was that
backstretch, and Red
pass?
Eye retakes the lead. Got
That's
that
gotta be
drop
fastest lap,
correct, I'll
surely.
tell you that. The
It's
lead,
not. Wow.
1.27 seconds, all gathered in the third sector. Clementon takes
Clementon got
fastest
fastest
lap.
lap.
Now sitting in 4th spot.
Another
That's
great
a
pass.
Nice burst of speed.
These
to head
good.
into
There's
the
not
third
many
sector there.
stages
And coming across
or
the
races
line,
courses with this
for
many
yellow.
like long straightaways. This is why I like this. A lot of areas
Goes
to
the
pass.
inside of that split. That worked out very well last time. There's a good battle with Clementon chasing Thunder as they head down that
Ooh,
backstretch.
yeah, with that
Followed
fastest
by
lap, they're
Tumo,
catching
Minty
up.
Fresh,
Still
Wispy,
a pretty
Royal,
solid lead in
Speedy,
third.
and Billy rounding up the top 10. Then it's Bumble, Nemo, Cosmos, Prim,
Yeah, the
Iceberg,
gaps up top
Crush,
are pretty big.
Bonbon, Yellow, Pinky Panther, and Glimmer. Back up the field here, we see the battle from 4th on down. Clementon, Minty Fresh, Tumult. Swinging around that turn there. There goes Crush as we exit off of the
Ooh,
banking.
is that Momo?
Nemo getting
Nemo,
by
yep.
Billy, who struggled there. As we look at the top of the course now, it's Red Eye.
Yeah,
who's
so you can see the top
back
two are
in
just
front.
so much further than the rest.
Smoggy, once again,
7
very
seconds
close.
to
How are
Thunder.
they going to come here? Oh, the
Whoa.
pass happens before they enter the ice, and I think that let Red Eye spinning. Smoggy has a huge lead.
Yeah,
now.
look at how much you can gain from just not even from doing well in that area, just
Take a
from
look
having your
at the
opponent
ice.
mess up.
There goes Tumult.
So you
Billy
you have
and
to
Bumble.
just not
A lot
ricochet
of
off the top, and
differing
if you
lines there
do,
and a
or
lot
off the
of
sides, and if you
frustration. These
do,
marbles
you
are
can't
not
do like
happy
doubles because you just
with
lose
the
way too much speed.
unpredictability of that ice.
Yeah,
Lots of worry faces on
I
the
don't blame
pit
them.
wall as well. Farther down the field here. That's toward the back of the pack. Yellow loses.
honestly, I think the area could
Crush,
improve with just
Panther in
having,
17th, Prim up
if
there.
you just made it so there wasn't as much speed getting into it. Because I feel like the thing that makes it
Clementon,
bad
meantime, still holds
is the
fastest
fact that you
lap.
can
Oh, you
rapidly
saw it. Here we go. We
ricochet
exit
from
off
side
of
to
the belt.
side,
That lead has
and
come
you go
down
from
greatly
such
for
a high amount of
Smoggy.
speed
Red
to
Eye's
such
right
low.
there.
If you
They're
if you
bumping as
went
they
into
come
it with
down the
low
front
speed,
stretch.
I
Red
think
Eye
it would
looks
be
to the
fine. Because even
inside,
if you lose
tries
speed,
to have it covered
you
by
wouldn't
Smoggy,
like lose
and
that
gets
much.
by on the ice. This is a phenomenal duel between these two stalwarts in Marbula One.
Yeah, very much true. These could have been at the whole match. Thunder's falling back wispy.
Red Eye continues to
Is that
lead nearly half a
yes.
second, but the exits off the
Or is
belt
that maybe
have been
turtle-
something to
I don't
watch
think it's
for
turtle
both of these
sliders.
marbles on different laps.
Is that their color?
Nice
I don't think
draft
that was our
down that
colors.
front
It might
stretch through the banking. What can Smoggy do again?
Looks like
yes,
fishy.
onto the ice.
FSH.
Keeping it cool, and they're just about to lap Crush.
Iceberg's up to 12, so
Lap
they've at least won
13
a
of
couple.
16.
Cerulean's
These go
last
by
again,
very
though.
quickly. Smoggy
Oh no, is that?
trying to get by.
Oh, I think that might
Crush.
actually be the.
And Crush gets a blue flag.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
gonna need
Crush.
to
That's
let them pass
Turtle
at some
Slider.
point.
So Royal is for the
Pinballing
the,
off the
what's it?
sides there. They come together.
Cobalt.
Will this
And
let
they're up
Red
at
Eye
7.
close up? No, Red Eye's having more difficulty in that second sector. Smoggy's going to have to try something else, but Crush is racing at the time. All right, Smoggy gets by as Crush tries to get by Prim. Smoggy gets by both. Well, just barely. All right, now where is Red Eye in all of this? What is the gap? That is a large gap at that. We've got just a couple of laps to go. Smoggy getting caught up
Two
in
left
things
here.
again. This is not easy at all for our
Thunder's staying
leader.
in 5th, but they might get down to 6.
Not
Iceberg
much time
might
left.
get one more spot, but that's probably about it.
Smoggy for the Hazers.
Clementon passes Wispy.
Leads this race, and with lap traffic getting in between them and Red Eye just unable to figure out
Of all
how
maps
to come off
to
of
have
that banking in sector
lapping, I
one.
wouldn't expect this
The lead
very
is
long one to
7
be it.
seconds.
That just emphasizes
That
how
has
easy it
come
is
out
to
of
pass with
nowhere.
the long straightaways.
Smoggy just one win in their career in Marbula One. Just 3 podiums overall. That's about to change Around
they got
the
a
final
confident
turn,
lead against Red Eye now.
Smoggy wins the race in commanding fashion at Sleet Street. The battle is still on, though, for the rest of these positions. Red Eye comes across in second spot, now 10 seconds back. Wispy and Clementon hold station in third and fourth. Minty Fresh comes across in fifth. Royal Thunder, Nemo, Speedy,
Last second,
and
Thunder
Yellow
lost a
rounding
couple
out
of
the
the
top
last lap.
10.
They lost a couple of spots.
Iceberg can only manage 14th, but was not lapped. Everybody below that spot, though, was.
Last person on the lead lap, in
boy.
fact. And
That
the
was
only
quite a
person
few
that didn't
lap
get grouped up
marbles.
at the end. That's kind of
But
funny.
what a run down the stretch that Hazy put on to distance.
I probably
from
should
Red Eye.
pause it like beforehand, just to make sure I know everyone
That was
that's
great
in it.
stuff. This battle between
Because it's not
the
just
two
a matter of
them
the teams; it's also a matter of
was
remembering
epic, going
each racer
back
individually.
and forth.
Like I was confusing Crush and Royal.
Cosmo had
Thought Crush was
34
related for some
overtakes.
reason.
Wow.
The
But
colors
there
were
some
kind of similar.
consequential ones between these two.
Actually, I don't think it
At
was Crush. I
all.
was confusing, but it was someone
Marbles are going
else.
to leave this bruised.
It might
I
have been
tell you
Crush.
what, Clementon gets fastest lap, and the point that comes from it on lap 7, a 20.37.
Thunder was doing pretty solid
But
until
the
near the
Hazers
end.
celebrate on
Slowly
top
but
of the
surely.
podium. Crazy Cat's Eye still happy with the second place. And oh yeah, don't forget about the Midnight Wisps down there in third.
Yeah, Midnight Wisp definitely did a good job to come in past both Thunderbolts and Clementon.
That is quite a graph, especially among the top two. But look at everybody else.
Well, this is actually great. So you can see Gliding Glaciers kind of, around average here. But then around lap 11, they went up quite a bit. So Thunderbolts started, yeah. It was really, so lap 14 on, past lap 13, that's when it started to go downhill a little bit. They peaked right here between lap 5 and lap 8. I think that was when they were third place. The Thunderbolts got fastest lap around, I think, right around here. Yeah, I think it was right at, right when they peaked. And then, Rangers got it. Ooh, primary. Eeh. It's kind of how they are usually. Mellow Yellow did really well right at the end. Galactic, wow. That's quite a drop for Galactic. Yeah, they dropped right from the start. Balls of Chaos, a little bit chaotic as fitting. Green Ducks, a little all over the place, but kind of average. Midnight Wisp dropped immediately, but then went way up at the end.
I need a degree to make sense of that. As we take a look at the overall standings, right now we have one race apiece, and it is Origin leading Smoggy at the top of the field. And
So Thunderbolts as a whole is in 8th. Gliding Glaciers down to 16th. Let's go back real quick to each individual racer. I'm not going to look too far into it. I'm just going to end that video off here, and I'll cut that part out and then upload this. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.